The Poker House follows Agnes, a teenage girl growing up in a collapsing Midwestern household that barely qualifies as shelter. Her mother is an alcoholic who treats responsibility like a rumor she once heard. The house is constantly filled with her mother's friends, men who drift in to drink, gamble, and exploit the chaos. Poker games happen regularly, but they're less about cards and more about avoiding adulthood. Agnes lives with two younger sisters. From the start, it's clear she's the functional adult in the building. She cooks, cleans, protects, lies, and absorbs damage so the younger ones don't have to. School exists, but it's secondary to survival. She's smart and observant, which mostly just makes her more aware of how trapped she is. The mother's neglect escalates from embarrassing to dangerous. She disappears for days, leaves the girls alone, or brings home men who see Agnes not as a child but as an opportunity. Agnes learns early that resistance has consequences, but silence does too. The house becomes a revolving door of threats disguised as friends of Mom. One night during one of the poker gatherings, things cross a line that can't be uncrossed. Agnes is assaulted by one of the men, while the adults around her choose denial over intervention. The house keeps playing cards. That's the point. The game never stops, no matter who gets hurt. Afterward, Agnes doesn't collapse into melodrama. She does something colder and more practical. She internalizes what happened and focuses even harder on getting her sisters out. Her relationship with her mother fully fractures. There's no dramatic confrontation, just the slow realization that her mother will never choose her children over addiction and attention. Agnes begins planning an exit. She reaches out to school officials and child services, not out of faith in the system, but because it's the only tool left. The process is messy and humiliating. Adults question her credibility. Some help, some fail. None of them fully grasp what that house does to a kid. Eventually, intervention happens. The sisters are removed. It isn't clean or triumphant. There's no swelling music moment. Agnes leaves the house knowing she saved her sisters, but also knowing she paid for it with parts of herself she won't get back. The film ends without pretending trauma has an expiration date. Agnes doesn't heal on cue. She simply escapes. The poker house remains behind her, still full of people playing games while children bleed quietly in the next room. That's the story. No romance, no redemption arc that makes you comfortable. Just survival, damage control, and the kind of strength no one should have to develop that young.